Everything around you seems solid, this table, this phone, even you. But what if I told you, it's all an illusion? What if the universe you touch, feel, and sit on is made of nothing? I'm Carl, and today we're diving into the disturbing truth about matter itself. The truth that nothing in this universe is truly solid. Let's begin with a simple, undeniable truth. The world as you perceive it right now. Consider the chair you're sitting on, or the floor beneath your feet. It feels solid, doesn't it? It feels real. It has weight, substance. It offers resistance, supporting you without question. This is the reality we trust, the one built from a lifetime of sensory feedback. Every interaction, from a gentle touch to a firm push, reinforces the same fundamental idea. Things are solid. They are continuous, unbroken, and utterly dependable. This is the world of classical physics, the intuitive world we are born into. It's a world of surfaces, textures, and unyielding presence. But what if this deeply ingrained perception, this certainty of solidity, is nothing more than a magnificent illusion? What if the very foundation of our physical reality is profoundly different from how it appears? To find the answer, we have to embark on a journey inward, past the limits of our senses, into a realm where all our common sense rules begin to break down. Our journey begins as we zoom in, weigh in. We push past the familiar surface of the chair's fabric, the world of touch and sight dissolving away. We move through the intricate weave of the fibers, each one a thick cable at this new scale. Then further still, into the very threads that make up those fibers, revealing the synthetic polymer strands they're composed of. We are now in the domain of chemistry, a world of complex molecules linked together in long, repeating chains. It's a bustling, energetic landscape of atoms, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, all bound together by powerful electromagnetic forces, vibrating constantly. But we can't stop here. To get to the heart of the matter, we must go deeper. We must plunge past the molecules themselves into the fundamental building block of all matter, Here, we pause. Because it is here at the atomic scale that reality shatters our intuition. The atom, the supposed building block of solidity, is almost entirely but nothing, a staggering, incomprehensible 99.999999% empty space. All the stuff that makes up the atom, all its mass, is concentrated in a nucleus so infinitesimally small it defies imagination. To put this into perspective, if an atom were the size of a massive sports stadium, its nucleus would be no bigger than a single peanut sitting on the center spot. The rest of that colossal structure, just emptiness. And what about the electrons, the particles we were taught orbit the nucleus like tiny planets? The truth is even stranger. They don't exist as solid points at all. Instead, they are smeared out into ghostly probability clouds, vast regions of space where an electron be found, but has no definite location until we measure it. They are more like a vibration, a potential, than a thing. So the chair you're sitting on isn't a solid object in the way you think. It is a universe of these atomic stadiums, these vast voids, all held together in a delicate, energetic dance. This brings us to the ultimate paradox. If you, the chair, the floor, and everything around you are composed of atoms that are 99.999% empty space, then why don't you simply fall through it? Why doesn't your hand pass straight through the table? What is creating this powerful illusion of solidity? Our sense of touch is perhaps the most fundamental way we interact with the world. It's how we confirm that things are real, solid, and present. From the gentle caress of a loved one to the unyielding surface of a stone wall, touch defines the boundaries of our physical reality. It's the first sense we develop, and the last one we lose. But what if this most trusted of senses, this arbiter of the real, is telling us a profound and beautiful lie? What if the very concept of touching something is just an illusion, a trick of physics playing out on a scale too small for us to see? Consider this. When you reach out and press your hand against a wall, you're not actually touching it. Not in the way we imagine. At the atomic level, a very different story is unfolding. Every object in the universe, including your hand, and that wall, is composed of atoms. And these atoms are mostly empty space, with a dense nucleus at the center and a vast, hazy cloud of negatively charged electrons orbiting it. It's these electron clouds that define the outer boundary of an atom. As your hand approaches the wall, the electron clouds of your atoms get infinitesimally close to the electron clouds of the wall's atoms. And because electrons all share the same negative charge, they powerfully repel one another. This is the electromagnetic force, one of the four fundamental forces of nature. It's the same principle that causes two magnets to push apart when you try to force their identical poles together. You can feel that invisible cushion of force, that resistance. That is precisely what you're feeling when you touch the wall. It's not the solid contact of matter against matter. It's the staggering, collective pushback of trillions upon trillions of electrons, all screaming at each other to keep their distance. This invisible, powerful repulsion is what your nerves interpret as the sensation of solidity. The force is so immense at these tiny distances that it prevents the atoms of your hand from ever passing through the atoms of the wall. So, you never truly touch anything. You just get close enough to feel the powerful electric push between atoms. The solid world we perceive is an illusion, crafted by an invisible force that holds everything and everyone perfectly apart. Now, here's where things get even stranger. We've journeyed through the vastness of space and the intricate architecture of the atom, but to truly understand the nature of reality, we must go deeper still, into a realm where the familiar rules of our world dissolve into a beautiful, chaotic dance. This is the quantum world, and it operates on a logic that defies our everyday intuition. It's a place not of solid certainties, but of shimmering possibilities. At this fundamental level, the universe stops behaving like a machine made of tiny, solid gears. Instead, it resembles a vast ocean of potential. Particles, the supposed building blocks of everything, aren't solid marbles at all. They are better described as waveforms of probability, ripples of existence spreading through space-time. Imagine dropping a pebble into a perfectly still pond. The particle isn't the pebble, it's the entire pattern of ripples, existing everywhere at once, until the moment of observation. This means that the chair you're sitting on, which feels so solid and dependable, isn't truly solid. It's an illusion born from statistics. It is composed not just of atoms, but of an almost infinite number of chances, a storm of probabilities that have momentarily resolved into the shape of a chair. Every electron within it is a cloud of potential, a ghost in the machine. So what happens when you decide to sit? You are not one solid object making contact with another. Instead, two colossal clouds of probability approach each other. As you lower yourself, the wave functions of the electrons in your body and the electrons in the chair begin to interact. They overlap, they interfere, they repel. Billions upon billions of these quantum handshakes occur, governed by a fundamental rule that prevents them from occupying the same state. This repulsion is what we perceive as the feeling of touch, the sensation of solidness. It's not contact, it's a force field of pure information. The result feels real, but it's all a statistical illusion, a kind of universal hologram, projected by the ceaseless dance of quantum fields. You might ask, then why does steel feel harder than water? It's all about how tightly those atomic fields vibrate and repel. In steel, atoms are locked in rigid lattices. In water, they move freely, fewer repulsive forces, more flow. But even steel, under the right lens, looks like a ghost of energy, not a physical thing. Here's the creepy part. You're also 99.999999% empty space. Your body is a collection of energy fields, not solid matter. You're more like a pattern in space, a vibration frozen in time. When you touch someone's hand, no atoms ever meet. It's just electric fields resisting each other. An illusion we've evolved to interpret as touch. So, maybe nothing in this world is truly solid. Maybe everything, from stars to stones, is energy pretending to be form. Next time you rest your hand on your desk, remember, it's not really there in the way you think it is. It's a storm of energy fields, endlessly vibrating, creating the illusion of something solid. I'm Carl, and if you made it till here, you just learned that reality isn't what it seems. Subscribe, and let's keep questioning the universe together. Nothing is truly solid.